get this thing going here. Here we go. I think that'll work. Hey, how is everyone? How is everyone doing today? Check, check, check. Manageable vegetable. Manageable vegetable. We're gonna wait and get some people in here. I hope everybody had a great day. It was pretty decent for me. It really has. You know, it just seems like I'm doing the exact same thing every single day, and we get into that, and with Groundhog Day coming up, see, that was also another debate. If you're just joining me right now, is it Groundhog Day or is it Groundhog's Day? Is it Groundhog Day or Groundhog's Day? It's a really stupid holiday. It's not even a holiday. Nobody gets any days off. I mean, the only great thing about Groundhog Day or Groundhog's Day is that we got a great movie from Bill Murray. And did you realize that nobody until the movie came out, Groundhog Day, I don't know if any of you guys are in there, in the chat room right now, please let me know if you know the answer to that. Is it Groundhog or Groundhog's Day? I don't know. I just want to be somewhat credible as a broadcaster. But yes, Groundhog Day. They didn't come up with the term, like during this pandemic. I'm sure a lot of people have said this. So it is Groundhog. All right. What up, Biggie T? But I think that it's something everybody's dealt with during this pandemic and stuff when they locked everything down. Every day just it seemed the same. Yeah, but no. See, I got another story though. I don't think this is Puxatony Phil. All right, so before I get into that story, we were talking about it. So it just seems like you're doing the same stuff every single day. Every day you're like, oh, it's so mundane. I'm doing the same stuff over and over again. Everybody says, oh, it's like Groundhog's Day. So okay, but whoa, hear me out though. Groundhog's Day, it might be possessive, not plural. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's Groundhog's Day. So it's Puxatony Phil's day. So it is like possessive. That's also the other thing that always confused me. Do you put the apostrophe at the end of the word in the S? Because that's plural, right? Do you put the apostrophe after the S? That's what I'm trying to say. Is it the Groundhog's Day? Or are they talking about all types of groundhogs? But yeah, a lot of people are living through Groundhog's Day. This was also the other thing. I've also have read a lot of stuff going on when it comes to, because there's a lot of theories about the movie Groundhog's Day. Groundhog's Day, yeah. How many years do you guys think that Bill Murray was trapped in the same day? Because you gotta think about it. Think of all the stuff he learned. How many days he had to go through the same day? Every single day. So remember, he learned a whole bunch of different languages. He learned how to get the Heimlich. He learned how to do ice carving. He learned how to play the piano. He learned everything. I would like to see, because I've heard a couple of different theories about the movie Groundhog's Day with Bill Murray. How many years do you think that Bill Murray was caught in the same exact day? And when I heard about this, I was like, yeah. Because think about everything that he knew. Like, he knew who was going to die. He knew, like, every single thing that every single person in that town was doing. It was, some people are saying theory-wise, it's almost 900 plus years that Bill Murray was there. Raymond B., are you telling me, like, where the hell have you been living in some type of third world country, that you're telling me you have never, ever seen the movie Groundhog's Day. I mean, it's classic. Harold Ramis wrote it. You know, the same guy that was... Oh, Iggy T. Iggy T. Can you watch it, please, and give me a review? I would really, really like to hear your review of Groundhog's Day, because it is a classic. Maybe this is my I'm old moment. Maybe this is where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm being all nostalgia guy. And maybe Groundhog's Day does not hold up as a movie. Yeah, I could see where some people would think that it's dumb. But I mean, it's also it's got a lot of hidden meaning in it. You know, like they tried to say that it was a takeoff of a Buddhist type story about living many lives for self enlightenment and just trying to be a better person. Because if you remember at the beginning of the movie in Groundhog's Day, he was kind of a dick. He kind of was a dick. And guess what? He didn't get out of the loop. He didn't get out of... Matter of fact, also, a lot of people compared, like, being in that town, that was kind of like purgatory for him. That Groundhog's Day was purgatory for him. And I like I said, they oh, come on. I got my, like, old iPad here. Because I want to do this. So, you know how they have Puxatony Phil? This is like the jobber version. This is the jobber version of Puxatony Phil. Milltown Mel has died. So I guess, like, they got other, like, jobber, you know, like the Santa Claus during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That is the premier Santa, right? We would all agree that is the head honcho when it comes to Santas. But then you got, like, flea market Santa. You got flea market Santa that's in an open air flea market. He's out there. I mean, it's kind of risky because that Santa Claus at the flea market, Santa Claus, he might be a pedophile. He is. They're not doing background checks. $9.99 Raymond B. I wanted to get right into the content, but yes, if you'd like to, hit that little dollar sign, even if it's $1. Also, as always, with the Tuddle Daily Podcast, live stream, it's an Ask Me Anything. That just automatically assume that the Tuddle Daily Podcast is always going to be an AMA, Ask Me Anything. And if you donate, I will definitely answer any question without fail, no matter how embarrassing it is. So you could easily do that. You could super chat. But Milltown Mel must be, like I said, a jobber. Groundhog Day in Milltown, New Jersey just won't be the same after the death of Milltown Mel, a weather predicting groundhog. All right, well, for one, where did that come from that groundhogs just they're good at predicting the weather? I would love to know. Was it some, like, hill jack in the plains? It was like, oh man, that groundhog, he saw a shadow. It's going to be more wintertime. No, I mean, look, I would trust Floridians with predicting weather more than a goddamn groundhog. Because, like, Floridians can tell you when it's going to rain. You know that, right? And a lot of you guys think that I'm crazy when I say that. But if you've lived in Florida all your life, right before it rains, this happens in other places as well, too. This is straight up Florida life. And it is scientifically proven. But it does. Florida has a smell to it. You can just... It's a very, very earthy, distinct smell that you get in Florida because of the dew point. Yeah, you can definitely smell the rain as well too. But in Florida, because it's like 100% humidity during the rainy season, it's a scientific thing. Oh crap, man. Amy, you must not be able to sleep all the way in Wales right now. It's kind of late, but what I'm trying to say though is that scientifically, it's proven all the dead, decaying material that is in the ground. That whenever rolling in like a stray dog, what's up, Fish on J? The video that we did for Haulover on Sunday, it's got a lot of views. So thank you, Fish on J. A lot of people, yeah, Florida does have a smell. Yeah, it is all the byproducts of shake and bake methamphetamines coming out of trailer parks. That might be one smell. You get up in Palatka, could be the paper mills. It really, really could. But yeah, Florida definitely has a smell to it. But I never understood about the groundhog. But Milltown's Mel's death was announced on a Facebook page set up for him. The post said, "We Wranglers are sad to report that Milltown Mel recently crossed over the Rainbow Bridge." Okay, so this is a serious question. It really, really is, okay? Didn't the LBGQT community, don't they kind of have, like, the patent? Don't they get first rights when it comes to all things rainbow? Do you think that the gay, lesbian, transgender community is like, oh, man, F those pets. Those pets are trying to take our gimmick. They're doing the Rainbow Bridge thing. I know that gay men, gay women, transgender, I'm sure that they love pets, but come on now. Like, I think the gay community, transgender community definitely had the rainbow angle before. Because I've never understood that too. Rainbow Bridge for pets. I heard that brought up today. Yeah. So it said, "We the Wranglers are sad to report that Milltown Mel recently crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. Considering the average lifespan of a groundhog is about 3 years, that is not such a shock. But Mel left us during a tough time of the year when most of his fellow groundhogs are hibernating." Oh yeah, way to play up the gimmick. I wonder, like, okay, so Puxatawny Phil is like the big head honcho when it comes to groundhogs, right? Do you think that they keep the same bloodline? You know, I watch a lot of SEC football. I root for the Florida Gators. Georgia is one of their biggest rivalries besides Florida State. And they got a bloodline of the Uga dogs. You know, they call the Bulldogs that they have UGA, as in UGA, University of Georgia. And they got a big bloodline. So do you think they got a bloodline of Puxatawny Phils or Milltown Mels? And is that the other thing? Groundhogs, you got to start their name off with the same same letter as the town starts with, like Puxatawny Phil, Milltown Mel. Orlando Oscar, the groundhog. You know what? I'm pandering here. Tampa Terry, the groundhog. Tampa Terry, the groundhog. Jacksonville Jake. I mean, it could be out there. And why is all the groundhogs all men? Why haven't the women, the ladies' rights? Why are they not up in arms? Because all the groundhogs have men names. You know that they actually did that with hurricanes. Everybody was like, oh, why are all the hurricanes that are hitting the United States, why are they all men names? We got to have a woman's name. Got to have women's names in there. And they set up all types of jokes like, oh, man, Hurricane Sally. Why did I go with that one? That's the name of my mom. But you know, Hurricane Sally, it's going to be a real wet storm. It's Sally's going to drop a lot of moisture on the state that is shaped like a penis, known like Florida. But, yeah, so I'm surprised that hasn't happened. There are a couple of other things. This iPad will not open up. Oh, this is something else I wanted to talk about. Look, I got my Apple Watch. I got my iPhone. I don't plan on getting married again, but this is just a bad idea. Forget the Apple Watch. Here comes the Apple Smart Ring. It's the Apple Smart Ring. Now, like anything that Apple, it's all getting tracked. But, like, you and your spouse would each have an Apple Ring. Here, see, look, I'll show you a little picture. Apple Ring. This ring, this is going to cause a lot of problems. It's also going to stop a lot of marriages as well, too, in my opinion. Because this Apple Ring will notify your spouse, your husband or wife, that they'll get notified when you take the ring off. What? Yeah, that nobody's gonna buy this. I mean, it's gonna be a big hit with the women. Well, you know what? Could be a big hit with the men as well too. Look, men get cheated on as well too. But man, could you imagine that? And then your spouse with this Apple ring, this Apple wedding ring. Your spouse will be able to keep track of you. Keep track of where you've been, what have you done. And I got to tell you, they really don't look like wedding rings at all. So, like, even if you were a dude, but I don't know. If you wear a ring on this one, no matter what, as a guy, does that automatically mean you're married? Like, if you have a ring on your ring finger, like, is that, we need an Apple Smart C ring. Yeah. I mean, I just think this is going to cause a lot of problems. It really, really, really is going to cause a lot of problems. And like I said, it's going to stop a lot of marriages because it would be just like if you were a billionaire and asking, well, I'll never be that, but say you're stinking rich and you want a prenup. I mean, it shows a sign of no trust at all. Oh, by the way, the Tuddle Daily podcast for tomorrow is already up. I talk about this. Did any of you guys see this video of this big brawl that they had up? Yeah, well, I'm part of that statistic, Raymond B. But did you see that this big brawl that they had at a Golden Corral buffet? Because I guess it was all-you-could-eat steak night. And look, I know when you think steak, you're not thinking a buffet, especially eating out a buffet during a pandemic and stuff. But there was a big-ass fight. Big fight because I guess they ran out of steak. And now this has got me questioning, like, what kind of steak is the Golden Corral serving? Because this was a hell of a fight. There were chairs, there were booster seats, stools, tables. It was all thrown. It was all getting thrown. And I don't understand why the customers were fighting with each other. Wouldn't you revolt? Wouldn't you band together and go after the employees? Wouldn't you go after the Golden Corral people? Like, listen, bitch. You promised me all I could eat steak at the Golden Corral. I know that it sounds weird to say that there was a riot at a Golden Corral over all you could eat steak. Now, one of the main reasons I wanted to bring this up is that I posted the unedited video on my social media. Little to say, I was a little embarrassed. I was like, I had to go on a little bit of a blocking spree because it just shows where we're at in our country right now. It just shows where we're at in our country because you would not believe all the just like, it wasn't even creative racism. And I'm not saying any racism is cool or not. It's not cool at all. I mean, we all make offhanded jokes, but come on, man, do better than some of the stuff. I'll give you an example, okay? Well, for one, most of the people that were fighting in this video, it was in a southern town, and a lot of it was African Americans and minorities. There were white people there as well too. And like Frostproof. Frostproof, I went there for a regional wrestling tournament. Frostproof is a different type of place. But you would not believe all the racist ass crap that was posted on the thread of me that video. And I'm not even going to repeat what, like, everybody knows this Bubba Army person. Do you guys remember the big guy, Mike, that used to come on Bubba's show to weigh in because he was trying to lose weight? All right, so I'm not even going to justify by saying the joke that he said because it was so just, was not funny at all and was racist as hell. He wrote, "Are you sure that they were serving steak?" And he happened to put another food item in there that maybe, certain people would riot over. Yeah. That's what it is. And I counted at least 2 or 3 people that shared the post that I put. And you want to know what their profile pictures were? The stars and bars. Look, I'm a Southerner. It's a part of the history, but I also know that it offends people. But, if that's your profile picture and you're saving or you're sharing my content, it kind of, like, makes me want to, like, take a day and kind of cleanse my followers on Facebook. Look, I absolutely believe in the absolute freedom of speech. Like, it's not against the law to be racist. It's against the law to stop somebody from making a living and doing all that stuff or just going about their lives, or you physically harm them. You can't do that. But I also believe in the First Amendment. But it's also my post, and if you guys are going to bring a bunch of that racist BS on it, it's just like, I almost wanted to delete the post. I did. I almost wanted to just delete it. And I didn't, because I think sometimes people just need to see how people really feel. I've talked to Kevin about this. Soul Brother Kevin was the best man at my wedding. And I think sometimes it's better. What is worse, just blatantly racist people or undercover racists? Maybe it would just be great if they were just all racist and you just knew where they stood. The undercover sneaky ass racists and stuff, those are the ones that are dangerous. I mean, they'll get you when you're least expecting it. Jim Harbaugh, Raymond B. I had all intentions that I thought Jim Harbaugh was going to. Now, Fish on J, it does bother some people. And look, my dad. My dad he had plenty of rebel flags. It doesn't bother me as well either, but I also understand how it can bother other people. And, it's just one of those things. It doesn't bother me as well too, but I get it. I'm cursed with being empathetic. And I understand where a lot of people would be offended of that, and I'm cool as hell when it comes to that. And so I wanted to bring that up about that. But if you want to check out that video, you can go on any of my social media, facebook.com/Tuddle, Twitter.com/Tuddle. It's on all of them. Just search Tuddle. Tuddle with 2 Ds. Tuddle. Before I go, I want, and these are going to get much longer. These live streams, I'm telling you, I'm going to be getting them. They're going to be 2 hours every single night. Then that audio is going to get replayed for the audio podcast. I'm getting up early tomorrow. I'm going to go see my producer, Vulture, get the last couple of pieces. I've got a board. I've ordered a board to be able to be professional and get my sound right. And I think you guys are going to be really, really impressed because there's not a lot of great nighttime radio. It is lacking. Yeah, I'm running from Tampa Terry. Tampa Terry knows how to get a hold of me. Email me, Tuddle@gmail.com. Matter of fact, he's got all my contact info, so just call in. But that is what I want to do. I want to do nighttime live streaming, 8 to 10, Monday through Friday, and then that audio is going to get put on for the podcast for the people to listen to on their way to work. And I think that's going to be great because I really do think if I'm consistent, doing it 2 hours a night, Monday through Friday, I think it's only going to build because people are going to start checking it out because there's not a lot of competition when it comes to live content. Yeah, I am going to be competing with TV and stuff, but that's also all on demand as well, too. People don't watch that. I mean, who watches TV shows anymore live? They just don't do it. So I really do think it's going to grow. But before I go, check out my main sponsor, my good friend Ian Hanna. If you're in the market, to buy or sell a home in the Flagler, Volusia, Brevard areas, check out my good friend Ian Hanna. IanHannaHomes.com. Helped my mom save quite a bit of money when she bought her new place. And the guy is very, very knowledgeable and hungry as hell. He will run through a brick wall to get your house sold. He will run through another brick wall to buy the house that you want. Anyways, guys, going to get out of here. Don't forget, Tuddle Daily Podcast is now available on all podcasting platforms. That's the thing about watching the live stream. You now know. A lot of good stuff going on. Hope you guys have a great night. Hey, thank you, Raymond. Hope you guys stay safe, and I will talk to you tomorrow.